how that's not okay, and yet we see, like, for example, the one I can think of off the top of my head down in like Mexico, for example, the Coca-Cola ad or Pepsi ad or whatever is literally just a girl in a bikini with a bottle sandwiched between her tits.
But it's not exposed.
Well, also
Boobs.
that's Mexico.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
Mexico.
but it's from an American company. Like,
Yeah, but it's in Mexico.
But it's not airing here because it can't. We are a good Christian nation. We do not we do not have boobies in our society.
It's the American companies that are skittish about advertising, but they're not the ones to actually decide what the like standards are that people freak out about. They're just reacting to the
yeah, it's
weird
all
country
reactionary.
standards. Coke doesn't give a shit about whether or not their stuff's associated with boobs. It's just whether or not it's just how that country will react to it.
And how much it sells them.
Oh yeah, that's if they can get away with it. If it's like crossing boundaries or whatever, but actually is more profitable than it would be not to be controversial, then they do that.
Yeah.
That's outrage marketing, which is a whole thing right now.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's pretty profitable too.
Yep. like the devil shoes.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, those are great. I love devil shoes.
Or like, what was it, Nike or Keurig or something being associated with like Colin Kaepernick?
Nike was associated with Colin Kaepernick, and then Keurig was associated with something else that caused problems.
Yeah.
Well, then there's a whole bunch of outrage that's been sparked over. Oh boy. Any number. Like, uh,
I'm still
there were
standing. I'm
several.
still standing in front of Ilbert. So I'll meet you guys at the
you're still over
objective,
there.
bro.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
because my internet turned off last time we played this.
yeah.
And then Andrew wasn't here for like 3 weeks or something.
Yep.
But I'm still standing here. I haven't played since.
How do I?
Friends list. Let me also go ahead and invite.
Dum
Why
dum
is
dum ba da ba da ba
OBS
da
not
ba
capturing
da
this
bum.
window? Please.
Oh man.
Why do you like this?
Now it's your turn to problem. Mazel tov.
That's about right. Think about it. Activate it prior to Aetheryte pass.
It's acting like the game isn't running. Okay. We'll just brute force it. There we go.
There, whilst you sort that out, you can hop on the back of the mount.
Wait, what are we doing here?
This is where the quest is. I'm just flying us over because Keith is still over there because he logged out right in front of him.
Well, my internet turned off in front of him.
Yep. Hey, there we go. Something I put up for sale is sold. Sweet. Recovered half my money from spending it.
I think my food arrived and it was like, hey, let's take a break in the middle or whatever. And then my internet just turned off. I'm like, oh, cool, fun. Guess
Yeah.
I'll just
Not.
watch YouTube on my phone while I eat.
Just
Just sad in the corner because my computer doesn't do anything right now. Reminds me, I almost never use YouTube on my phone, so it reminded me of a very annoying thing, which is that I keep trying and I cannot get YouTube to log in to my accounts that I actually use for YouTube. It just like
What?
It just like made up an account for my fucking phone's registered like whatever email address it's attached to or whatever the fuck, which isn't the same one that I used for my.
Oh
actual...
yeah. You have to log in to. You have to add the account to your phone.
It's so frustrating. It's like, what the fuck? Just work like a website. Just let me log in. Why are you like this?
Yeah, well, phones are because the YouTube app is tied. Well, if you because you have an Android phone, the YouTube app is tied to your
one of my main accounts. But obviously,
Yeah,
like
well-
I don't advertise what my YouTube's email address is. I don't use it anywhere else because it's my entire job's email. That one account is my whole job, so I don't compromise it by using it ever with anything. But that it's like it's cool. I can't look at my own subscriptions on my phone because it's too stupid to let me log into an account I want to log into.
No. What you should do is you should. Did you give your personal account permission to access your YouTube?
No.
Because you can do that, and that will switch it over to you, like pretending to log in as that account, and it will show all the stuff.
Yeah, it should link the two accounts essentially.
Yeah.
Just let me log in. It's so easy.
No, because you're using an Android phone, it won't let you. Because an Android phone is made by Google. Well, no, it's made by Google. And Google ties all of their applications to one email address because that's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
You can have multiple email addresses.
I genuinely miss my Windows account,
phone.
my Windows phone, because of how fucking annoying both Apple and Android are.
Honestly, you'd be kind of glad that you
don't
have it anymore.
Windows has only gotten worse since then.
Well, Windows phones.
Well, that and they stopped supporting Windows phones.
So I know, mine bricked, and I went to the store, and they're like, too bad, you have an Android now. Also, we can't convert any of the stuff because we don't have the cables for it. I'm like, what the fuck are you, Sprint? How dare you? You don't even have the fucking cables for taking stuff off of a phone to another phone. Everyone sucks. Everyone in this entire situation is at fault except for me. That's the important thing. I did it.
I think you just don't use technology the intended way and expect it to not be built that way.
You know what? At least it's not a BlackBerry.
Just let me log into an account.
You can just log in. Just add your. Yeah, you can
add the email to your phone.
Yeah, just add that fucking email. Just if you go to settings, go to accounts, click add account, click add Gmail or add Gmail.
Admin level shit, just to use an app the way you want to. No
you
other
don't.
app works
you
that
just
way.
Have
it's
to,
just their shitty apps.
Only Google apps, yes, because the whole point is you have a system. You have a whole fucking thing. Windows does this too. Windows is so fucking ass about it. Imagine how painful it is for me to try to log in to a work email address and a personal email address onto Windows apps. Where it's like, which one are you going to use? And it's like, obviously the work one. It goes, you mean your personal? No, the work one. It goes, I don't know. What about the personal? And I'm like, the fucking work one. It's like, well, what's your two-factor authentication? Jesus fucking Christ. And you put it in, it goes, so your personal one. All right, fuck you. I'm not going to do it then. I'm just going to use the fucking Windows app. Like, fuck. I'm just going to go on my computer. It's ass. Like, phones aren't meant to be used as computers. They just are computers, but they're not meant to be used like computers.
How anyone like lives on them.
It's the same way that I can't imagine people use laptops. Like, how do you live on a laptop with one screen?
Because there's so many people that just use phones for everything all the time, and it's like, but it's miserable. Everything's worse. All forms of everything are worse, basically.
Some people just don't have an option, I guess, and that's like children.
Honestly, I've never had any issues with my phone like that, so it just seems to be you.
It's not even that. It's that everything you do on a phone is just worse than doing it anywhere else. Every app is worse than it would be on a computer. Typing is worse. All of it works less well and slower and glitchier. The interfaces are universally worse.
I mean, glitchier, yes, I would agree on. Slower.
That's not true. Have you seen the interface for the Instagram website? It sucks. It's definitely not meant to exist except for phone
You're like
capacity.
not allowed to use Instagram on the computer.
You can.
That's
you can
different.
do everything but post pictures.
Yeah, the thing it is.
Yeah.
That's different. That's apps that like begrudgingly almost have a website, but not really.
Facebook is also a piece of shit to use on desktop because they keep trying to like build a hybrid between the mobile app and the desktop app, where they're like, it looks like the mobile app, get it? And you're like, no, this is a desktop computer. And it's like, no, it's a fucking big mobile phone. I'm like, okay, you're kind of freaking me out here.
That hellscape long ago.
Well, Twitter's slowly turning to that too.
Let's deal with this shit. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's been a few weeks because we just every Sunday didn't work out, but also last time we did play this game, my internet just vanished midway through the session, and so I'm still standing. I've been standing in front of this character for like a month. And that's where we are. Are you just
Damn.
running in circles around this chocobo?
Well, there's a wooden crate we're supposed to touch.
Oh. Oh, have you both talked to this guy already?
No, I haven't touched the crate yet.
No, it's Elbird.
Oh, did you? Oh, you already touched
Yeah.
the crate. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't touch the crate.
Oh, I still need to talk to the character for the quest.
Yeah, talk to him because we were
everyone-
talking. I think we were
So,
talking
am I
to
the
him when
only
your
one?
internet died.
All right.
Yeah,
I have no idea who this guy was. I
That
will
was
join
Andrew.
the first in their hunt for the dusk white cell swords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the black shroud. In the meantime, I will ask you to deliver these weapons to Udal in my stead. Entrust them to the third's Yuyu Hase. He will take care of the rest. Oh, he's holding you. Okay. I can only see your back, so I thought you just warped into it. You just turned into a gorilla and ran away. Your character was
Why
not
do
at
you
all
have-
visible
Why do you have a gorilla?
I don't know.
because he plays this game a lot,
I do.
and it's in the game, presumably. Also, it flies,
That's
which
correct.
looks fucking weird.
I can't click on the box.
Artemis might need to
Do a
scoot
better
back just a
job.
little bit.
Just D-pad a lot.
I'm using a keyboard.
You don't use a controller anymore? Did the
No.
rating break you?
Yeah, the rating made it a little too hard to do it. Thank you.
There we go. I just
I'm
yelled at him,
I'm
it's
like,
fine.
you're the one that
Works
made
out.
me do it, or got me to do it.
And then
Trying
you gotta,
to
go back to
main
the-
tank in a raid with a controller was kind of tough. Where it's like, okay, I need to like click buttons really quickly, and I can't do it with like this weird controller setup. What the fuck? You don't even fit on that crab.
Grab. Whew! I fought the instinct. I did it.
What?
To what? Teleport yourself?
So on my current schedule is Monster Hunter, which is on Switch, Star Fox, which is on GameCube, and Zelda, which is on Wii U via a emulation of the SNES.
Eggs.
So A and B is real fucked up in my head right now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
see.
came
Yeah,
back
it's
to
'cause
play
you have,
Hades
like,
this
4 different
week,
game
and I
pads that
keep
you have to
like
play on.
dashing into doors and canceling out of things I'm trying to click on. It's pissing me off so much.
Yeah.
I hate it. Where are we teleporting to?
The Weaver's Guild is the closest one.
So I've been very frustrated this week because I played Hades for the first time in a while, and A and B are backwards in my head because everything else I'm playing is Nintendo, and
Yeah.
and it's like there's no winning because the whole time I'm playing the Nintendo games, I'm pressing the backwards thing because I'm like, ah, fuck Nintendo, no, ah, shit. Because like even before that I played Golden Sun, which was a Game Boy Advance game,
Oh,
which was
man.
on Wii U.
2 buttons.
So
Oh,
I've
man.
played so many fucking Nintendo games lately that now I'm finally playing Final Fantasy and Hades again, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Oh, it's even worse if you're playing on a Pro Controller, because then you have the similar
Exactly.
style and feel of the controller with...
I have the
yeah.
Pro Controller for Wii U and for Switch, so they're just Xbox controllers, but backwards. It's deeply frustrating.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
the
know
fact
why
that
you
you-
do that.
Why are we like this?
Like,
Because
it should be a
some
standard
jackass
layout.
thought you were allowed to copyright a fucking layout on a controller. Like, what a
It's so
dumb fucking idea.
annoying. Who
Don't
has
copy
you-
my design.
Who
Like
is-
everyone's like, don't copy my design. Okay, we're gonna copy everything but where the numbers are put or
Yeah,
letters are
but-
put. It's like, wow, guys, you really stopped this innovation.
Hey, can I copy your
That's why
homework?
it's
Sure,
easy
just
to-
change it a little bit so the teacher doesn't know.
That's why
And
it's
then you
easy
get-
to
then you
switch
get an
between
Ouya.
PlayStation and Xbox, but not like Xbox and or PlayStation to...
I fucking
literally
love
anything
that
else.
the PlayStation just has shapes because it's no
Yeah.
confusion. I'll never cross
Yeah.
wires between PlayStation and the other 2 platforms.
So, and
Well,
I mean,
that
to be
and it's-
fair, this is Microsoft's fault.
Yes, it is.
because-
It's so
because
fucking annoying.
Nintendo did the letters first. They're like
God.
on the SNES, it was A B Y X,
They
and
even,
then
they even used the same fucking letters. They could have used other
Yes.
letters, like Ouya did, or
well,
like
no, because
numbers
remember,
or
then,
some shit.
then the Dreamcast showed up and was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool. We're gonna do that too." It was like, no, stop. And then Xbox was like, "Hey, yeah, us too." It was like, "Guys, please, fuck." And Sony was like, "Shapes," and everybody was like, "Yeah, we get that." And then they're like, "X means open." Wait, what? Wait, that's a stupid thing to say. Why would you say that? X means close. And it's like, no, no, no. Okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, circle was good and X was bad, but then in the United States, they're like switch them. In
Yeah.
Japan,
Meanwhile,
in Japan, in
Nintendo
Japan
then-
those symbols did make sense, although they were the backwards of what we're used to the confirmation and cancel buttons being. So they themselves
So-
actually did what Nintendo doesn't, which is they switched the confirmation and cancel buttons based on what people were used to in the United States. But Nintendo's like, nah, same letters, but no.
I mean, you
Like,
say that,
fuck.
but after the 2000, the Nintendo 64 with its very non-standard but very comfortable to use controller came out.
Which also had A,
That
B,
further muddied the words.
X,
Is that letters
or,
were supposedly
Z.
backwards or whatever, but for multiple generations they didn't have normal controllers. Because like I do not get confused about where the A and B button are on a Nintendo 64 or a GameCube controller, because it's just a made-up controller that it doesn't compare
Yeah, it's
to any
completely
other thing.
non-standard.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing Star Fox, I'm fine. But the moment I play the Xbox controllers that Nintendo has now, I'm like, fuck, but it's not an Xbox controller. You're lying to me.
Yeah.
Who was Yu Yu Hakusei?
That's one of the Braves, right?
I mean,
Yeah, it's
among
just
Among
it's a
Us.
random person.
I
know.
don't know who was voicing whatever. Oh, the Warrior of Light, ever a friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Coethus. Now, what brings you to us this day?
Are we doing Easter now? I guess so. They're everywhere.
Easter event. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've catalogued the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. I'm probably a little too close to my... whatever.
This cannot be everything, can it? Ryle stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. Just fucking eggs everywhere.
It's really, it's really
It
muddling
definitely
the
makes things
cutscene.
really awkward right now, because yeah.
Why does this box not have enough weapons? There's so many eggs here.
What do you mean the box is full of eggs? What are you talking about?
Is back to you.
Oh, right. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all.
It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got some important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north.
There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Ceruleum processing plant.
Time for the fourth earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian. For the freedom of all!
By the next day, they were all dead.
Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again.
It's like the guy from Final Fantasy VIII. God, I don't remember.
God, he has both an eye patch and a tattoo under his eye. What a
Yeah.
what a way extra OC you've created.
No, his OC is as hell. I mean, at least it signals to me that it's probably someone I should remember later, which most of these characters don't.
Hero, a word if you please. Not
Oh,
here.
right, this is the
look,
pirate guy.
look for me at Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. Goodbye.
There's a
Alright.
few
Off to the
characters we've
Sapphire
encountered.
Exchange.
There's a few characters
Huh?
we've encountered where I only like afterwards realized that they were an important recurring character. And it was like the 10th time we met them because they were so generic. I just thought they were some rando and didn't like record their name and face at all, which admittedly some of their faces are unrecordable because they just look like randos.
That's rude.
Or there's a wardrobe change that completely just throws everything off, like this guy.
Because they look like
Like
really
the only thing
unspecific
recognizable is the eye
characters,
patch.
but also half these characters just wear like the same uniform over and over again, which further makes you think that they don't matter. Okay, it's some trooper, whatever. Hello. Real.
Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed.
Yeah, no.
I'll
it's
get to the
conversation
point.
With the giant blue cat and with the t-shirt and the sword.
I mean, he's also just wearing. We're all wearing blue, really.
I mean, no, what are you talking about?
Sorry, you're wearing
D.
black. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you're and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out.
Exposition.
Damn it, he's not saying it out loud, so I don't remember either.
That's not quite how the first told it. These Dukeways they're chasing. Latest word was we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started, not in after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. In my bones?
In mid
Okay.
pirate bones.
I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, gods damn it. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a money launderer's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of the Braves were getting started. Believe me, the commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it.
That is just
I
a
love
guy
how-
from. Isn't that just a guy from Final Fantasy VIII's main party, but with an eye patch?
That was you, Keith. Remember that much.
Who's Tataru?
The
You.
little,
Oh, it's
the
the
little
late
baby.
Oh,
like
little
the
potato.
receptionist
Yeah,
lady.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
potato,
Little baby,
receptionist
little baby.
potato.
Hero, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your Papa Limo, that's the one you play. Okay.
Yeah.
Your presence is urgently requested in the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. I was like, which bean is it? But the I'm just looking forward to future occurrences. Like we're gonna see like discount. Well, I guess that's already almost discount Volt. We'll have like discount Sion, discount Titus, Yuna, but
Discount
with like
Titus.
slightly lighter hair color. They just slowly introduced every Final Fantasy protagonist, but slightly off-brand. Just like, you know, the actual players do, because half these players are just trying to remake Final Fantasy characters.
I like the idea that there's just a. Wait, why are you locked off?
That's right,
cannot
everybody.
complete this
That was a
quest.
SSD loading time. It happened, finally. I got
Yeah,
one.
they finally fixed it. Although sometimes it's
I'm
been
the-
spotty for me lately.
I am the wrong.
No, I mean,
class.
I installed the game on an SSD.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
it loaded really fast.
Oh man.
There was that thing where my computer didn't work for a day. Because something was going wrong. Oh, right. It was booting to BIOS, but it was booting to BIOS on a screen that wouldn't show anything,
Jeez.
which is frustrating. So my screen wouldn't pick up on the video to show the BIOS that was happening. So it was a way less severe problem than I thought it was. At first, I thought my whole computer just wasn't working. I'm like, oh, cool. I opened it up, switched a few things around, and now my computer's bricked. Time to buy a new one, which is the exact fear I have every time. Is everyone here?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Hero. Almost like you could teleport or something. We got a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady by all indications.
Well, that's
Our
a
guest is in the antecedent. Is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
No, I have
I'm-
to voice Minfilia again.
You don't even you don't even voice her anymore. You're not allowed to complain. You literally don't even do a voice anymore. You just read her lines. And you're
There's
still
so many lines
and
now.
you still complain. How do you ever
No, do
DM?
so to the damn it. Because I don't have to read lines for DMing.
I've never
Half
used
the time I'm
I
just
have
sitting there
never
waiting for you guys to make a
Wait.
fool of yourselves.
Don't you have to play the voices of the characters that show
Yeah.
up?
Yes.
I feel like I've never said or read or encountered the word antecedent really before until it's this game using it every 5 minutes. So in my head, it still sounds like a room in a building, like the foyer.
Is that not what it
It's
is?
like, oh, it's the antecedent. No, Minfilia is the
Oh, it's
antecedent.
voice cutscene.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Urianger has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
And now you have to voice it.
Yeah. Andrew, you good as well?
Yep.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I will ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As I plug my headset in real fast. As Urianger stated, What we now call the Keeper of the Lake is a wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. You know, the airship that we saw in the opening thing, a very long time ago. Like, a really long time ago, at this point. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Baelsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Sormer, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with him before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you with him. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks, for there is much to be done and precious little time to do it. And now we gotta go do a thing.
Woo! It's the antonym
all
to
we ever do.
subsequent. So it means predecessor?
Are you looking up the word?
No, chat did.
Yeah, probably
which
means that
word,
she
sorry?
is the
Why would her
antecedent.
Why would her title be predecessor? That's not helpful. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's kind of an odd one.
Why would you
because-
call the leader of an organization predecessor or something? I feel like this could have been localized better. They could have spent a few more minutes thinking about what to call her. That wouldn't just be confusing to everyone who speaks English. But then,
Boss
when has that
lady.
stopped them up until now, right? What is the name of anything in this game?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what any of the words in Final Fantasy games ever are.
And they're
Where are we
English, surprisingly.
off to
Or-
the southeast of here.
Oh.
like.
And away
She's
we
first
go.
amount of science. Call her first scion then. It's not confusing. Call her the first scion. That's a title that makes perfect fucking sense in an organization called the Scions.
Call her Mommy Scion.
Even call her the first. And I'm like, okay, I'm less
Yeah,
confused.
Something
Antecedent, I'm
that's-
like, all I hear is antechamber.
Yeah, because if it's, I don't know. That's
Read a book, guys.
I
Come
feel even
on.
less weird that basically no one else knew what it was meant either. So it's like universally misunderstood.
Wait, is this just the guy from Final Fantasy 15?
Noctis? Noctis.
It looks just like him, except for the silly clothes, I guess.
You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrom's Century, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrom supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've but no choice but to inspect the corpse from in its entirety. Goodness, I can't read today.
That seems like a pain.
Yeah, easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage. and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, and climb to the top. It's the only viable approach, I'd say.
What a specific pose to die in.
I appreciate that the Garleans think that they're still a threat to us, even though we destroyed their like Ultima weapon. Like,
I mean,
it seems
they-
kind of silly for them to be like, "Oh, we're gonna fight this hero," and I'm just the guy that like, yeah, I took your nuke to the face. It's like,
not
It's
to
time
mention the
to
fact
do
that
a
we also
quest.
killed their emperor, so, you know, there's
To
that.
find out whether I remember how to do anything or not anymore.
did we kill their emperor? I thought we killed
Guy
like.
Stan Belsar was the emperor, yeah.
Oh, hey, we're wearing the
Oh.
same shirt.
Or at
yes,
least the guy
we
in
are.
charge, even if he's not the emperor.
Well, that was the point, right? We're doing like a bathing suit episode.
I don't think so.
Well, if I'd realized that, I would more than my bathing suit.
I'll think all I did was cycle costumes here and there.
Oh,
Meanwhile, I'm
well.
just-
The bathing
Sitting
suit
here.
episode was in the forest when I was running around in my underwear. In response to your costume. It's like, oh wow, it's the beach episode. Here comes the fan service.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Gaius was never the emperor. He was
You're the party leader, Effie.
legatus.
yeah, that was my bad. The point is, he was still in charge.
I was
I
gonna
did-
say, if
I
we
did
killed
say-
the emperor, they would definitely just not be around anymore.
Yeah, you definitely cut the head off the snake at that point.
yeah,
And
Garleans
it
Like
was
are
that
not
one
like.
on the
toggle
ship
and
or whatever?
internal struggle.
No, that one's a worm, Keith. God, get it fucking right. Wait, does a worm have wings? Why does it have? Oh, it's the
Yeah, that's
W.
all it's-
it's
that's
the
all it
W.
works
Y.
WYRM.
WYRM.
WORM.
They got wings and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Although
kind
to be
of a
fair,
shitty
in
state.
Eorzea, who knows? Worms might actually have wings.
I mean, you've seen what they do to
I-
their dogs in this universe. Who the fuck knows what anything is?
What?
This game has like the most off-putting dogs ever. And the, I feel like it's maybe it's the maybe it's
you know
because they're
what?
supposed to
I
look
gotta-
monstrous because so many of the races are cats.
Hold on a second here.
Wow, that's
It's
racist.
like and they're all afraid of dogs, so they look like this, and I'm like, oh god, why? Why'd you do dogs bad? It's just
For-
mean.
Voice chat for dong.
Dungeon.
Dung. Oh, for dungeon. Are we doing voice chat for dunge?
We could do
Doge.
voice chat.
I'm
Doge.
fine with it.
Doji. Where do we gotta go? Gotta go to the join.
I mean, the FC chat would probably be a
Yeah.
good bet for that.
Okay. Is there like a?
Well, there's already
need,
people
like, a
in there.
dungeon.
We might as well use the.
Yeah, we
raid.
need like
I
a-
can make one real fast. Hold on.
Yeah, make like a dungeon channel.
I mean, we already have a raid channel.
Oh, is that the same thing?
I mean, the one on my server. We already
Oh, I
have a
meant
raid.
in the free
that will
company.
work too, but yeah. Hang on.
It's up to you.
I mean, I'm already in it. Oh, but they can't hear me because I'm in it now.
I'm very smart.
Yep, there we go. There's
Just
others.
figured it wouldn't be a bother because Emerald has himself muted.
Oh, didn't even realize that that was you.
Yeah, it was me and Emerald.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Artemis is
two
Artemis.
other people, neither of which were Artemis.
No.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, there's just already people in there, whatever.
But yeah, I can make a dungeon channel over there. In case you did not hear, Kana left FC and I took the reins over as FC leader.
Kind of superfluous, but
I ain't gonna do
Nice.
much changes other than I'm just gonna try to recruit more people though.
So,
Let's
guys ready?
go.
lead the way, Andrew. You're the
Oh
tank
yeah, I'm
after
the
all.
tank.
Don't forget
Shit.
tank stance.
How do you do this class again?
Tank stance.
Tear it
Tank
in
stance.
one.
Alright.
I already know this dungeon pretty well if you want tips and shit on shit.
I think we should be okay for now, at least until we potentially get stuff. The bosses are probably
Yeah.
one thing.
What the fuck?
What?
It's called the Codpiece Clipper.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh god, how do I play this class again?
What
It's
a
been so
name
long.
for a crab.
I mean, isn't that what all crabs are?
Dick snippers?
Yeah, dick snippers.
Jesus. They just went straight for it. Like,
Snippity snip.
were they hoping it'd be like antecedent where no one would notice what they were saying? Like,
Oh.
That doesn't seem like a very safe Google search.
No, definitely not.
what, Codpiece?
Yeah, no, cod snipper. Codpiece
I'm like, you're just
snipper.
gonna get a bunch of weird, like, Shakespearean play costumes with weird shaped dick pouches.
Dick pouches. I don't like that.
How else do you title it? Like, I don't... It says Codpiece.
What is a lake Nanka?
There's a whole
Yeah.
lake. There's a whole lake in there.
I mean, we are in the middle of a lake, so yeah.
Yeah, but I'm stabbing a lake right now. It's called Nanka.
Are you? Wait. Oh, the Nanka.
Laughing in the back.
Yeah, I was willfully misinterpreting the name of something for comedy.
Sorry, I didn't. I was more trying to figure out what Nanka is. I wasn't like registering
your
his name was a lake.
business.
Huh?
By the way, if you want, you can pull harder. Or are you just trying to get back in the swing of Paladin?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like remember the buttons.
It's been 3 weeks since he's played, so
Maybe.
Yeah, I
more.
don't wanna pull something and be like, haha, how do you tank?
yeah.
Look
I
at
mean,
those
this is the first
judgy
time
eyes.
it's taken me so long to get back into the rotation of Black Mage. Like,
Cold Nix.
oh boy, I'm stuck in the summoner
Don't
rotation.
stand
at
in the
this
stupid!
I thought I was gonna be able to press the button fast enough. That was my bad.
happening.
Stupid hurts!
Wait, why are you over there? Come here.
Yeah, he's been stuck on my ass for a little while now.
Yeah, come here. Everybody come back. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot of bad. There we go. Ooh. That was concerning.
Sure.
Don't forget food, by
Oh.
the way. If
What are
you haven't
these?
already.
Oh,
What does this
this
guy do?
one's
Ooh, boss.
fun. Essentially, knock the things that look bad away from the center.
Why is he called One-Hander?
Who's called one-hander?
Because he has
This
one
guy is
claw.
Einhander.
Oh, he does have one claw. All I could
Well,
see was
technically, Eins is one. so
Also,
it's-
that AoE flamethrower,
well, yeah, but you don't conjugate. You don't compound word eins.
yeah, that flamethrower, it
It's Einhander,
does more than
Zweihander,
one
and so
tick
on.
of damage.
There we go.
So-
the
Or the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
exotic,
auxiliary
the
tanks, you know,
Dryhand. Only wieldable by Zoro.
So what's the point of the tank? Sentoyu.
The tank,
you get rid of
Tetrago. Oh, you meant, yeah, yeah, you just knock them away. They explode if,
AoE attacks, I don't think push them away. It has to be actual.
He's got a
attack.
gun.
I'm pretty sure they
He does
do.
have a gun.
It's totally
Wait,
escalated.
where did he get this gun?
This just became a Hellboy comic.
Get back to the middle. Get back to the middle. Get back to the middle.
Where's the middle dude?
We want to stay away from those tanks.
Oh, he tries to shoot them to blow them up. Gotcha.
Yeah, if,
Uh,
one of them's
that-
already.
That's really
It's
rude.
gonna explode. Oh, that's bad.
It's fine. Uh-oh. It's
Oh,
not
it
fine.
just, they're all here now, in the middle. Should we not be
Get
in
rid
the
of
middle
him.
then?
Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, this is bad. All right, man of ward, man
Ow.
of ward, man of ward, man of ward.
Alright, so since you don't have a cast time, Keith, you want to knock them away as quickly as possible by just doing like your first hit of every combo on them.
Oh,
And I
do
do,
they-
I do
they
have
get knocked
Skate
back?
as well.
Yeah.
Basic attacks knock them back. So you being melee and no cast time, you just want to quickly knock them away from the center as fast as possible.
And they do get pulled back.
Okay, those are some big tanks, though. Wait a second. Wait, why do they keep dropping them? Stop.
Because they're assholes.
probably drop my last one. But only I can't anyway.
So yeah, this bird has A gun, and B, a flamethrower.
Ow.
Uh-oh. You're
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's gonna explode.
Oh, chat lied to me. It's their fault.
Heal,
What?
heal.
Fuck.
Ow.
Chat said, chat said that AoEs worked, so I used AoEs. It didn't work.
Oh,
No.
no.
They have to be
You have to
single
use,
attack.
yeah, they have to be single attacks. Yeah,
Well,
if they
that
ain't single
sucked.
attacks, they ain't gonna work.
Taking advice backfires so much.
Yeah, don't take advice unless it's from
I-
somebody like specifically in the party with you.
Like, I seem to recall that AoEs work on some things, but I don't think they work on these specifically.
Well,
These
that's
have to be single attack. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd be really easy. Yeah, I think it's either this boss or the next boss. The flamethrower, like normally an attack does like one burst of damage, but flames in this dungeon do more than one, like, I guess you could call it tick of damage. So the longer you stay in it, the more damage you take. Gotta remember what all I have. I have Benediction, I have Insuna. I don't have Asylum at this point, so I just mainly gotta stick to my cures and regens. Alright, let's go.
Those horns are a nightmare. I guess he's lucky they didn't just grow into his brain.
Who fooled?
Andrew? Andrew?
oh, sorry, I was trying to take my hat off.
Be ready.
It appears to have been Effie,
That was me.
who
yeah,
broke
I
the
was
one
expecting him to
rule
be
of
ready.
being in a party.
Come
Don't
to me,
do
bird.
that.
Yeah, you want to keep him kind of in the center.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do. Oh, where'd he go? There he is.
He grabbed his next weapon.
Who taught this
pipe?
bird how to use guns? The NRA has gone too far.
I mean, isn't there a symbol of an eagle with a gun?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while now.
I
What are
think
you
it's
talking about?
literally their MO, Keith.
It's been right in our
You're a
face
little
the
late to
whole
the party,
time.
Keith.
Oh my god.
Let's go away.
Tank.
Oh god, I can't knock it away. Oh, okay. So the main
don't think-
ceruleum tanks can't be
Yeah.
knocked back. It looks
Yeah.
I love the idea, though, of someone sitting there, like, trying to teach a hawk to use a gun.
like. Ow!
Oh.
What I get for standing behind the tank. Ow!
Ow.
Yeah, why are you standing behind me? That's probably the worst decision.
Benediction.
Oh
What?
god.
Oh, this was gonna
oh
explode.
god, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. It's gonna hurt.
Wow, I didn't
My
get a
job
chance
is
to
to-
knock it away. Just blew up immediately.
If it gets too close, we can run away from them.
Oh, for fuck's sake, go away!
That's weird.
Pull 'em
Oh, it's a
back
gun.
bit.
Gotcha. Pulling back?
Pull them back to me where I'm at, so we're farther away from the big boy tanks.
Come here. Come here. I want to hurt you,
The
but
tank behind you just got lit up.
yeah.
It's okay. It's far enough away.
Oh,
Two
that's a
tanks to
lot
your
of
left.
tanks. Oh god. Thank you.
Alright, cool, very out of there.
All right.
Main
I'm
thing
trying to
worried
like
about
face
is the
them.
big tanks now.
Yeah, I'm trying to face them away from those tanks at all times.
Ow.
Yeah.
Two tanks behind him.
good,
Yeah,
Good.
he's dead.
Whew.
Yeah, he
Good
has
night,
been a
sweet
pain in
prince.
the ass. Just wait for the next boss, you'll have fun.
I like that one. That was a fun boss though.
He is.
Yeah. See, the game gets better after
No, don't try that shit.
Yeah. Click on that.
You can't turn anything.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
fucking Bahamut,
He's not
man.
here.
That. Oh yeah.
My thing was being stupid.
I mean, honestly, we probably are okay against just these three.
Sometimes
Without
menus just don't work. It's the best I can describe it. And I'm like, are you
We
okay?
pass on all this.
Can
Let's
we
do
pass this?
this?
That was-
Put a stun on him. No, we
I
gotta
was
kill
gonna
him.
say. Isn't there like a gate we have to?
Yeah, we gotta get an ID or something. Just like back in the
Alright.
NSQ.
Okay, that's a lot of bad.
Oh come on! I was not standing in that.
Well, the
Standing
game
is
thinks you
stupid.
were.
You were when it existed.
Oh, fucking paralysis. Hey,
Thankfully-
Thankfully,
when I reinstalled
up
the
the
SSD,
key.
I remembered to use the backup all your settings feature that the game has.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
you-
you're
where
doing
you
pretty
upload-
good with your
where you-
samurai rotations.
You get to upload it to
To the cloud.
the cloud.
Oh,
the
I
only
should
re-
probably do that.
But the only reason I remembered to do that with this game is because I didn't remember to back up anything when I reinstalled WoW. So I
Oh.
had to remember and find and re-download every mod I have and then re-customize all of them from scratch.
Ooh.
And I
Yeah,
had to do
that's,
that in the time left before a raid was starting. So I had a time when
Oh
I'm like,
god.
fuck!
So you want to go hit the button?
I mean, thankfully,
Yeah.
mod managers on on mods make it a little easier.
Nope.
Well,
It
yeah,
didn't
he
know-
still needs to
It
know.
didn't know what any of my mods were.
Really? Because I could have sworn that it still has like,
Nope,
a list of stuff that you
The
previously
new
downloaded.
modern curse thing is trash. They got acquired.
Yeah, they
Got acquired.
It used to be a
More-
thing
No,
that was
Twitch.
integrated into
Twitch got rid of him.
Yeah, it used to. Well, it used to be associated with Twitch, which was also a bad app compared to the old one. But then the new one's even worse. Like Overwolf or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Overwolf now that does it?
Yeah,
so
Overwolf
bad.
owns it. They bought it from Twitch because Twitch was like, I don't want this. Why do I have this?
I had similar questions. Like, why did I have to open the fucking Twitch app that I'd never use or even want, so I
So
could just have my WoW mods?
uninstall the Twitch app that I never use.
So that way
Way.
someone would actually use the Twitch app.
I need a Twitch app. It's a computer. You have a website already.
Yeah, that's why it was a problem. It was
Like, what-
it was just.
The fuck? Who's this for?
I told you for phone users who are like, oh, it doesn't look like the phone app.
But WoW is. We can't manage your WoW mods on a phone.
Well, also your Minecraft mods
it's
and your other
invariably
mods.
for your computer gameplay. So what the fuck? These two worlds don't overlap. I was so fucking annoyed.
Big boys unlocked.
Alright.
Yep.
Come follow me. Set me free.
Woo!
Oh god.
That's a
big.
That is a guts size attack.
Yeah. Well, he does have a gut-sized sword.
Yeah, I finished the egg
But
story.
why would you limit break on that?
Volume 7/21 came in.
Because limit breaking on mobs is a good idea.
I mean,
They don't
it's
do
wonderful
enough
with
damage
that.
to bosses.
Yeah, it's not like
Well,
we're gonna
not
win
at
a.
limit
We're
break
not gonna
one,
lose a
no.
boss fight because we didn't have limit break.
That's gonna hit me, isn't it?
I mean,
No.
We only get limit break 2, not 3.
yeah, that's true. It's not that hard to recharge it.
Yep.
You can have your
Oh.
limit break once you're pro when you don't need it.
We have limit break at
Alright.
home.
This one's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. Or easy, it really depends.
It
Meanwhile,
probably
limit
On-
break at home is like. The
Alright, so
fucking-
Oh,
this is
this
the
one.
one. It's gonna do a flamethrower attack. Don't, like, get out of the space and then go right back in, because the attack lasts for like 5 seconds and it'll keep doing damage
Why?
over time.
You'll
Why-
see. This
Why
is
does it
annoying.
have like a face guard on it? What a weird looking gunship. Is it gonna? Oh, it's got mechanical arms. Jesus Christ!
It looks
got
like
bits.
a,
terrifying.
it looks like a really silly version
This is the
of Fee.
flamethrower I was talking about. Don't go back into it.
Oh,
Like I said, it keeps going and does damage. It's not one
That's
you can leave and go
weird.
right back in.
oh.
Don't stand where it's
Ah.
flying over.
Oh,
Got my bomb
I
bullshit that it
I
dropped.
live here now.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Sorry,
Zev.
Zev.
Get over here.
I'm dying.
Get here. You gotta get out of the fire.
All right. Well, this is some area denial.
Meanwhile, me, the caster, is having zero problems with this.
I think that's the first time I used rescue for anything other than fucking with bear.
You actually made it useful for once. Hooray! Oh dear.
We have a guild
Alright,
member.
he's
that's a
gonna do
fan of
another
that.
line.
Me. Whoop! Ouch. My face. Is this any?
I'll pull him back a little bit. So,
Oh.
oh fuck you!
That was a move.
Oh, that was a move.
If you want to try to keep him so, actually, no, he doesn't have positionals yet, so he's fine.
Oh dear.
Another split.
Well,
I think this is the one where he does 2 lines.
yes it is.
Look out!
Oh boy. You and me gonna have water fruits. Oh. Get out. I'm fine. I have a very weak healing cooldown.
Don't worry, I can keep you healed.
Ow. That hurt.
Yeah.
Fucker!
I mean, you can keep people healed when you're not getting interrupted by rams.
Everyone's fucking fine.
And there we go.
Easy.
Yeah, he's a fun boss.
Yeah. Now, don't say anything about the final boss fight. That's
Do we want to let him do it blind?
yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
All
Why
classes.
wouldn't
Fun
we?
fight to do blind.
Do we do the important thing, or see if they figure it out?
Nah, we don't let them figure it out.
Okay.
Let's see. Loot. None of this loot is good for me. Goodbye and click and greed. Alright.
It's
Nope,
fine.
shit.
I'll just wait for it to go really bad, and then I'll Hearthstone out. And then you guys can clean it up.
Wait a second.
I could have waited for my
This is
fucking...
what happens when you bring a rogue main with you. Thanks.
Oh god.
Like, oh, I see. The answer is to run.
I'm pretty sure there's no time the answer's to run, except for PvP.
There's running
There are
works
many times to
it
run in
saves-
PvP.
It saves many repair
yeah.
bills.
Oh,
look,
it's about the
everyone's
same as it is
Look at it. It's
in,
everyone's dead
WoW
except for
PvP.
the rogue and the hunters again. How
I
who
mean,
could have
yeah,
guessed?
running I think is all you do in PvP.
Yeah, except as a ninja in PvP and WoW or in Final Fantasy, you can't just stealth up whenever you want to get out
I've
of
heard
fights.
the ninjas in this game are just up their own ass complicated. Like it's exhausting
yeah,
or
because
something.
you've got the Mudra to manage, and you've got a whole bunch of other things.
Gotta
That already-
memorize all the combinations.
It's probably not the most complicated one.
I don't know,
Right.
man.
Well, then again, I'm not level 80 with ninja, so I have no idea.
Well, I don't know, because all other classes seem pretty fucking simple to me.
Right.
I don't know. Because sticker management on the samurai isn't too bad.
No, that's real fucking easy. As long as you set it up that this sticker is the combo, and the right sticker is the right combo, left sticker is the left combo.
What?
and
Oh yeah,
middle
it's just,
sticker is
it's
the
just
middle.
muscle memory based on what
Yeah.
my interface looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know what
And
these
it just
buttons. I don't know.
changes
I don't know what
slightly.
these buttons do. To be completely honest, I don't.
You just
You
know
you
it's
should.
these 3 buttons. Do
I only know what my 3 finishers do. I don't know what any of my attacks do that I do on the way to the finishers. Doesn't
I
doesn't
was
seem to matter.
wondering why you don't have your speed boost and your damage boost up most of the time.
No, I don't, it's there's so much to remember. It's just a bunch of random swirls. All the icons. I have no
I
fucking
can
clue
show you them
anymore.
after this. If you
I'll
want.
forget.
Yeah,
we
he's
play
gotta-
we play
he's the
once
kind of
a week,
person
and I
who-
actually do progression rating on my rogue in WoW.
Maybe you
Yeah.
should like
Just
set up
pushes the knowledge right
macros.
out.
The
I-
problem with macros is you're losing out on DPS because recast time is not a whole number. So you're losing out about 5.7 ish or 0.5 seconds. rather, 0.57.
now upon my bones.
Do I have my shield so I can outlive this if I don't figure it out?
Sweet.
Nope.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Who the hell are you?
And so,
Shit.
the face of the great worm Midgard Stormer before us.
That's where you get that.
Huh?
What?
No, I'm just remembering something. By the way, is the horse channel done yet, or are you slowly fixing that, or is it just gonna stay the horse channel?
I wasn't any of that. I don't even understand the horse thing.
It's been fixed. It's no longer the horse channel.
I
think
don't
that
know.
was probably
Horse
either
some
Andrew or one of the
clippity,
mods.
clappy,
We're in a horse
shilly-shally.
channel right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I
this
don't
is just a horse raid. It's fine.
I don't know what any of it.
Clip,
I,
clop, clippity, cloppity.
I have no affinity for
shilly-shally.
horses. I don't know what the joke is.
Where? I don't see any
It
other.
was for a voice chat horse, horse raid, forbidden horse, for the horsies.
It was for
everything.
April Fools.
Yeah, April Fools. Literally every single channel in here was just named horse.
Yeah, but I mean, most of it's been changed over.
Yeah, but like actual chats, but the categories are still not.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who's in charge of that.
Chat, my
So-
gameplay is
Did it
never
in
going to
the
be
first place,
optimized as long as the game's 90% dialogue.
All right, we ready to
the
fight
game
this
is
guy?
so dialogue heavy and so little
Yeah, let's do
gameplay
it.
that there's nothing to optimize, and I'll never remember any changes I make.
I could show you the same diagram, or give you the same diagram I gave Effie.
We play once a week, and then that time we play is mostly just reading lines. Like this. I'm still trying to remember the characters' names because that seems more important than what my moves do.
All right, time to fight this guy.
Yep. Axe time.
I do one short combo to it, and then put a bleed on them. Then I do two. Then I do all three combos to do the finisher. And that's all my buttons.
That's about right.
Hey, you're just missing out on. There it is. Your speed booster.
Hell, I'm also still trying to figure out what the fuck the moves are to the gun lance in Monster Hunter World Rise. Because that's a lot.
I mean, it can't be that different, can it? Oh god.
I've never used a gun lance before this game.
Damn it, Effie!
Oh!
Nope. Andrew survived.
Told you they wouldn't figure it out.
Nobody's paying attention.
You just watched it like sit there,
Yep.
just like.
I didn't click on it. Actually.
I didn't even notice.
Click on a what?
Yeah, there's a Magitech field generator we have to touch.
Yeah, essentially it's a force wipe unless you turn that force field on.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a mechanic they maybe should have said something about.
Funny joke.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's-
he told me to shut up.
Yeah, I did. To be fair,
There was
that
no
No, I
is-
mean the
that is my
game.
fault.
The game should probably be a little bit more
yeah,
conductive
that's
to that
the-
idea.
Oh, that was the shortcut thing. Shit.
Well, you figured
Yeah.
I mean,
out.
to be fair, the ad was standing right on top of it too, which probably didn't help.
And yeah, you figure it out after the first time you realize it's an unavoidable insta wipe. So you kind of have to start thinking, all right, what changes to make this survivable? It's like Doom mechanics when you first run into them. You figure it out eventually.
Did I?
I
Doom
mean,
mechanics? I hope so.
Did you not? I
I mean,
thought
there are
Doom was
plenty of Doom
pretty-
mechanics in like WoW, for example. So I mean, it's pretty
Yeah, there's
self-explanatory.
3 different Dooms in the game. There's
Between the Murat. Oh, you're talking about Doom mechanics in this game.
yeah, there's
I thought you meant the game
story
Doom.
Doom. There's you have to get your health all the way up Doom, and then there's
Yeah, I
just
thought you meant the mechanics
runs
of the
out
game
of time,
Doom.
you're fucked Doom.
Yeah.
Between the Marauder and the final boss, there was some real bad times.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I need to change something.
If only we were 2 levels higher, so I could use my ley lines.
Give me a second so I
Blah.
can finish this text message, if that's okay.
Yeah.
But all the comments on
seconds.
Monster Hunter Rise are like, wow, I can't wait for you to truly figure out the gun lance so you can finally like truly appreciate this game in all of its glory. I'm like, Dude, I'm like about to beat this game. What do you mean I haven't figured out the Gunlance yet? God damn it. Midgardsormr. Was anything else?
Sorry
in
about
this-
that.
What were you
I
saying,
guess,
Keith?
I guess there was an Einhander. I don't know. I was trying to
There's
think if
many
anything else in
dragons.
this dungeon felt freaking like Norse themed.
I mean,
Because suddenly we have Midgardsormr.
yeah. I mean, aside from the whole Varby Dragons thing, not really.
Is that Tigrex on the right?
The Dragon Fiend, or?
It's fine. Chat, I don't think Gunlance is hard. I'm beating the whole game with almost no effort, but everyone else insists that I'm not doing it right. Which they say about all the games.
What game are you talking about?
Monster Hunter Rise.
Monster Hunter Rise. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here, just like, if I ever get the game, I'm sticking with my dual blades, and nobody can tell me differently. Fuck all
That's the
y'alls.
easiest weapon in the
Test.
game.
Test. There we go.
Yeah, you're
It's
good.
it's the weapon where you just opt out of the
Weird.
entire idea of having a heavy, slow weapon that you have to worry about the animation timing of.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Nah, fuck it.
Fuck
I'm
you and
gonna
your animation.
I'm gonna
timing
use the
bullshit.
rapier.
Sorry, like everything just died at once. Like like my audio engine, my
Neat.
microphone, everything just
Oh, that's
passed out,
fun.
and now I'm trying to figure out what, like, doing a quick diagnosis of like
Why
what
is that?
the
Why does that keep happening?
what happened.
Uh,
Probably because the more complicated I keep making this setup, the more
You got the bird virus.
yeah, the more doomed it is to fail.
This is why I just tune people out when they suggest new things to add to my setup. I'm like, oh yeah,
Eh.
cool. Can't wait to go on the
Hey
infinite ramp
Keith,
of
you
new
should add a
problems.
face cam, blah da 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 da, and that sort of thing.
Nah, it's like when you suggest like setting up a raid or whatever, and I'm like, I don't need anything added to this. Everything works.
Wait, what?
No new things need to be added.
I haven't suggested a raid.
You said to put a raid thing in my computer, and I intentionally didn't learn what you meant because I'm like, nope, no new things.
Was it? Did I specify?
Raid
I thought we were just talking about it, not suggesting that you had one.
You brought it up like 3 times.
Did I?
Yeah.
God, that ring is ridiculous, Effie.
Still there.
Great, thanks, Final Fantasy, for nothing. Childish garbage piece of shit.
I'm
All right,
concerned.
so what is that? Does it? Okay, what does this do? Okay, so that does.
This is a piano sound that you could do.
Are you trying to switch to keyboard or something?
Just trying to.
All of his stuff on his
Set up.
computer broke for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why. Okay.
Is OBS still streaming, or?
Yeah, I'm seeing a stream right now.
Yeah, it's still streaming. I'm just trying to figure out.
And is audio still coming through?
Yeah, audio's
know-
still coming through.
Okay,
I
so
mean, clearly I can hear
that's-
you.
Well, no, I mean on the stream.
I don't know. I didn't check. I haven't muted, so I don't get backlash. Audio's going through.
Okay, well, that means fuck.
My camera's really zoomed out, and I can't hear anything coming out of my character when he dances, but I can hear tap, 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 tap as each foot lands. That's the only sound that I can hear at this distance for some reason. It's really funny.
I'm using my my watering can. Let me turn this down so it doesn't go in our mic. Dude, Switch is great for like just waiting for shit. Fucking playing some Stardew while I wait.
Oh, jeez. It's a good thing that these dungeons have a very long time
Okay,
limit.
forget it. I'll just figure it out later. Let's go. Ready?
Yep.
You
Yep.
did it.
It's fine.
Putting Medica
Hey.
out.
Alright, let's try this again. Once you see the Magitech device...
Kill the burb.
Kill the burb. Get the Magitech device.
I can't hear the game, so
Good sign.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
well,
that's great.
it's fine.
Shit, what happened?
We just don't
Andrew?
want to We don't want to activate it right away. We want to.
Yeah, you want to wait until it's about to go. We have to go fight the ad.
I mean, I was already fighting the ad and smacking the
there we
It's
go.
kinda hard enough.
I couldn't generate stickers.
Sitting there waiting for you to pick it up off
That was
of me.
weird.
I
Now!
wasn't ready for that.
Shit's exploding.
Crack.
Oh.
Burb.
Oh, Einhander's back.
Little bird.
Alright,
Fuck on the generator. I got it.
Now.
I got it. Everybody in the bubble.
Uh-oh. AoE in the bubble. That might have been too soon. We're good.
Ah!
One
Oh,
of
God.
2 down.
So many AoEs.
What a mana.
I'm starting to think this dragon might not be a mirage.
I mean, no, it's Soul of Midgard's Homer.
Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Ah, not that bad. He's got to stretch before he can attack him. Uh-oh, I forgot about this.
Oh god. Somebody out of here. Yeah. AoE.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah.
It's very busy, boss. Fucking Christ. Verb. Essentially, you don't want to activate it until the big blue circle appears. I mean, the kill zone appears. Now. Got it. In the bubble.
Blah. Oh my god. It's
Uh-oh, here's the big one.
melee is made interesting in this fight.
Yeah, melee guys have it real rough.
Oh
in this
yeah,
fight.
you want to do combos? How about running? Only running.
Yeah, it's even worse for trying to get a cast off that takes more than a second.
Yeah.
Alright, boss just about dead anyway. We're good.
Burn boss.
Nice.
Get
We
the
did
Dungeon
it.
Massacre achievement.
Alright.
This is cool. Not terrible. Pass.
Bum, 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 bum.
We did it. We
Bum,
killed the dragon
bum.
for science.
Again. I
Which
killed the
back
dragon
over?
again for science.
We researched it with weapons.
Did kill it, that dragon.
That's not a bad code.
Double kill the dragon. That is a very dress-like. For a long coat.
I mean, it's a casting coat. So.
Buy her gifts.
Cutscene, so y'all ready? Wait, is this voiced?
Yep.
Oh, I can't hear it.
And I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Shot through the heart. And you're to blame.
Okay, there we go.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence of mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
You may summon Midgard Sormer by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide. The character in the main menu.
So it sounds like nothing good happened and only bad things happened. And this
Yeah,
was a
our
huge,
connection to
doing
Hydaelyn
this was a
just cut off.
mistake. It's like that was
Yeah.
That's the
the
thing.
crystal connection that happened in like episode 1, right?
Well, this is the crystal connection that specifically happened in many different instances.
Isn't it the
including
only
when
reason
fought
we
the Ultimate Weapon.
survive encountering icons?
Yes.
What?
Aren't we gonna get thralled now?
I think the echo is still a thing. I think it's specifically the
You're no longer
Uh,
connected to her.
the crystals have been stripped of their power.
Oh no.
It is indeed a bad.
It is bad. Anywho,
I guess we're fucked.
yeah. I was beginning to feel the worst with those explosions I saw. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino, oh god damn it, not again. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once.
What else was gonna
Yes,
happen?
because we definitely take orders from you.
We do. We definitely do.
Don't remind me.
Like, exclusively, basically.
Here, Andrew, if you want. How? Oh, or, yeah, that works too.
Yeah, because I'm too lazy to walk.
I was gonna fly you, but okay.
It
All I
does
have
cost
to say
like
is I'm glad to
nothing.
finally have context for the things that are going on. I'm so happy. I'm skipping all the cutscenes up until now so I don't spoil anything for myself.
What?
Well, no. But I'm not.
because he's
when I'm-
leveled past us on like every class.
Yeah, but, like,
so he skips the cutscenes.
Yeah, so that this way I'm experiencing everything at the same time you guys are. So I have absolutely zero context as to what happens through the entire story. I just do
Is
things
it-
for reasons.
It's letting you rewatch them?
Yeah. Unless I specifically
weird.
skip them, yeah.
No, he did New Game Plus.
Oh.
I'm literally re-experiencing the story.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea, no context to anything because I skipped dialogue, cutscenes, everything. I have no idea what's going on.
Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Menfilia informed me of Sir Aymric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report.
Exposition.
I'm just thinking about how astonishingly fast playthroughs of this game must be if you're skipping all the cutscenes, because that's most of the game.
It still took me like 2 or 3 weeks, so
You
I
can
mean, I already
first with
caught up to
Midgar
you
Soma.
current content.
I swear we were allowed to. I swear we were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism.
Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to believe. Less a restricted and more a rejuvenation, for he dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments.
I mean, we also, like, saw Bahamut and murdered him. I'm
I
pretty
mean-
sure, like, a lot of gods are just still around that you guys think are dead.
I think
Well,
that hasn't
Bahamut is
happened yet.
specifically
I'm not sure.
primal, whereas Midgard-Sormer I don't think is. I think Midgard-Sormer is just really, really old.
Though his words
Apparently, I like how. Sorry.
were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Aymeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard-Sormer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relationship with Ishgard, the truth shall not leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Aymeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now.
Ever the diplomat, Alphano.
I mean, have you heard us communicate with people?
No.
Exactly. So we would be terrible diplomats.
Is there something you are not telling us, hero? Yes. There are a lot of things we don't tell you, because either it's not relevant or because you won't care.
Because we don't speak.
Yeah, that too. You seem different somehow. It is almost as if you are missing something. Something important. How can you tell that from us just standing here? That's what I want to know.
Auras or whatever.
Well, for friend, Midgard-Sormer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you all right? How do you feel? I mean, I'm standing here, so fine. I guess. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. I mean, I don't know how unharmed we are by getting blasted multiple times and then, wiping once in the dungeon. I don't know, probably fine. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard-Sormer made mention of a covenant, did he not? Are we going to summon the thing? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls state that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard-Sormer ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. I only just noticed that there's...
She has like a butt window.
Yeah! Oh, there he is.
It's really strange. Who designed that costume?
Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate?
Wait, is this How to Train Your Dragon 3?
that already came out.
What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? You're just gonna poof in whenever you feel it's convenient.
To condescend.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he looks cute.
Yeah.
Very low poly.
Just wait. One of these days he's gonna pop in on us in the bathroom or something.
I don't think he would care. He's a worm.
I don't think we use bathrooms.
My friend.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's no bathrooms
who
anyway.
confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
You've got mail.
Oh,
The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgarsomor who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and I pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Munbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume that there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. She is over here.
Oh yeah, in the common area.
She's the character
storage
with
area.
a personality.
Yeah. I don't remember who was voicing Moonrada.
God, yeah, I really don't.
Presumably Andrew, because he's usually the one voicing female characters.
Is he?
Usually.
I don't know if he's even
actually here.
Sorry, I was doing something. What's up?
Were you Moonbrida? I don't remember.
I think so.
Probably. I'm not Hoary Boulder.
Hoary Boulder?
We forgot about that name.
He's he's one fucking word or one letter away from being a really terrible name.
I mean, I'll never know what Hoary means. I don't really want to know either.
Google.
No, it's not worth it. Just let our imagination run freely.
I'm gonna imagine Hoary. What? That's the lamest fucking.
It's literally.
I wish you didn't. I wish you didn't look that up.
It's either gray and white or
so
old
less
and
fun.
trite. Those are the two meanings of it. It's literally.
My imagination had a way better idea of what Hoary Boulder meant.
I'm very curious. What did you think it was?
Oh fuck, God. All right. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into Solar, shall we?
We had to.
Are we gonna go in through the Solar door?
Wow.
Wow.
I just. No, I can't. I can't do any more than that.
Right back into this room again.
That's it. That's the best joke we've had on the show so far. Where it's game over. Curtain. Draw the curtains.
60 hours of
Tune in
setup
next
for
week
that
when
one joke.
Tune in next week when Effie changes his name.
God, I could have beaten like 3 Final Fantasies in the time we've been playing this game so far, and this is and people keep like the good part's coming.
It is coming.
To be fair, people say that about every Final Fantasy game, and they just are always lying. There's never a good part in those games.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore,
void between
the
them,
first
if you
step
will.
to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods?
Rude.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thancred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Y'shtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
All right, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Sounds good.
Yeah, now would probably be a good time for me to real quick go grab some water or something to drink.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
You stepping away, or are you gonna be here for a minute?
I'm also gonna step away for a second. Why? What's up?
I was gonna ask you some questions about school.
Ah, give me send it to me on Discord. I'll read it while I'm in the toilet. All right.
Phones, man. What they're there for.
That's why I can multitask.
All right.
am returned. Someone in chat was saying that she's the leader because she has the echo. I don't remember what that is.
The echo is the thing that like lets you see in other people's lives, like what happened in the past.
So
she also has it.
When I'm trying to think of when that's ever come up.
Oh, the echo or her having it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, like I don't recognize that as a plot point. I don't remember that at all.
It was when he first learned about the echo. She mentioned she had it.
If memory serves, she also had a shared vision with us at one point.
Mm-hmm. That she did. So I sent that one to Andrew. Because honestly, I think is it the wording that's messing me up, or I don't know. And I gotta talk about link aggregation.
All right. I am now fully set back up. I have both snacks and and food. Hooray for
Isn't
truck
snacks
bars.
and food the same thing?
Or snacks and drinks, rather.
The Mac
And by
address
that I mean
divided into
I have a jug of milk
portions.
and chocolate. So, yeah.
So the MAC address is the block ID.
So when do you think we're gonna get the first movie that's a horror? It's a horror movie about getting stuck in Elon Musk's tunnel.
Oh man.
Supposedly you can't even open your car doors when you're inside it.
Oh jeez. Just wait until they finally make a movie about Metro 2033 or something. That'll probably be where they make some sort of reference to the Hyperloop nonsense.
I'm just increasingly unsure what the goal ever was. Oh, the Echo was mentioned when we first met her? And then maybe never again?
Yep.
Of
It's
all
a
the
very small
things
plot
that they
point.
of all the things that they do and don't bring back. God, what did she say to us? They could definitely make up words and I'd believe them. The purple lady was like,
Purple lady's cool.
You inveigled us or something. And I was like, what? Did you just say Sonic's name to me? Was it like Sonic Ogilvy the Hedgehog or whatever was his name in the Archie comics? God. Is Andrew trying to fix his stuff?
I think he went to the. I know he went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because he might need to restart his computer if he doesn't have the game audio.
I think he fixed it. I don't know.
Oh, the last thing he said was he was going to the bathroom, so.
God damn, I'm trying to type ID, not I''D.
Every single time someone drives through the Hyperloop, it's like the equivalent of like when somebody goes out to the woods alone and doesn't tell anyone. It's like, it's fine if nothing goes wrong, but if something goes wrong, that's it. There's no one coming for you, and you can't do anything to fix it. I updated the Discord with a new image, but the artist that actually made said image was banned on Twitter. It's unfortunate. No idea what that...
What were they banned for?
I don't know. Well, they're just gone right now. It's just suspension.
Anybody can
so
be
they'll
banned for anything on Twitter
presumably
nowadays.
Be back, but who the fuck knows?
Twitter doesn't like label why people are suspended.
That'd be kind of fun if it did.
Andrew, that thing's question's worded terribly, right? Like, it's not just me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's.
Like, it's terribly fucking worded.
Oh, yeah. That's because I don't know. I don't know it by its abbreviation. It's a stupid abbreviation.
The Mac LLC or OSI?
LLC.
Fuck. What was
Like
that called
LLC.
again?
LLC's a thing. It just means logical link control, but it's like LLC is also an actual real thing, which is a limited liability company.
Yeah, I thought we were
And,
talking
like,
about a
no,
company.
Yeah, no one ever calls it. No one ever calls a logical link control an LLC. That's a terrible fucking idea because the only time you use it is in a business setting, and businesses would be like, "We're not an LLC." It's like, no, just fuck. Like, it's dumb. It's a dumb.
But it's like the second half of it. It's just the wording is very confusing of what it's trying to ask me.
I'm confused. What it.
What is the context for this?
The Mac and LLC. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just. Yeah, go ahead and say it.
The Mac and LLC layer interface layer 2 to these layers of a OSI model, and it's applications, physical sessions, and network. But we can deal with it later. That way, I won't interfere with your stream.
Technically, they're. So. It's not any of those.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of the data link layer. It's not part of any of those 4 layers that it gives you the option for.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. No. It would not be for any of them. Choose all that apply. None. None of them apply.
But I have to choose one, I think. Otherwise, it marks the question. It's not done.
Yeah. Hold on. It's.
Like I said, we can deal with this later since you guys are doing a stream right now.
Yeah.
I'll just scratch my head and work on other things.
Talking to Alphino once again. You guys good?
Let's go.
Okay, so it's physical and network. Those are the two options. Data link layer can also be interchanged with physical in really dumb situations, but yeah, so it's physical and network is your answer.
Thanks. Sorry for interrupting.
No worries. What are we doing? Talking to Alphanon? All right.
Yep.
I'm ready.
It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation, though I would wish it otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The 4th have already deployed to the area, and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd on our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there to be with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines.
I was about to say, we're just gonna have a cutscene of him.
It's Hoary
watching
Boulder.
him walk up.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't remember who was voicing him.
I don't think anybody was voicing
Your
Hoary
duties
Boulder.
take you to northern Thanaland, do they not?
We too.
Oh, go for it.
Wait. Yeah. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stone for a time. Flamen travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort.
Does she do anything?
She came in and gave some really good motivational speeches to
She's like
Mistilia.
showed up one day and like, it's me, your
bartender
mother.
here. So there's that, I guess. I don't know.
At my daughter's
behest. Oh, is that you? Did you?
I have no idea.
I
There's
don't.
so many
It's been 3 weeks.
characters.
Just pick one.
We
Unless
haven't encountered her
specifically
for
know.
like 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to do her?
Sure.
I mean, you might as well.
All right. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations.
My
Threatened
machinations.
Why is the grandma talking about this? Threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Why does this fucking elf wizard look like this? How extraordinary that that my little Ascia is, Ascilla is involved in such far-reaching
Ascilia.
affairs.
There's an L in there.
Minfilia's actual name.
I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as her colleague. Are we paying you? Wait a second.
I don't know.
That seems questionable.
A collie with influential connections. But I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets.
Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady.
What the hell? What was
What
that?
is that pose? Is that what Rogadins
seemed-
just do?
Yeah, that seemed
I mean,
way
that
too
just
sexual.
seems to be a Rogan thing to
That
do.
was
yeah.
that was weirdly thrusty and strange.
Yeah, I don't like that. What are you saying to this old lady? You trying to do her mom? What the hell?
I mean,
That's
to be
kinda
fair,
messed up,
first
dude.
off, we don't know how old Flamen actually is. We just know that
She's
she's
anime old and that she has
Minfilia's
gray hair,
adoptive
but otherwise
mother,
looks the
I think.
same.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, we also don't know how long Mikote can actually live for. So for
I mean,
all we
Granny
know,
can get some either way. What the fuck?
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying.
all I'm saying is maybe it's not a good idea to try to like hook up with your boss's mom. Like it's kind of a precarious situation in a work relationship environment.
She's the
If they
predecessor.
work for the Crystal Braves, they work for
Oh,
Alpha, not
God.
Minfilia. So I mean,
She's the double antecedent.
oh no.
I shall be well protected, it seems.
At least they're gonna use
Oh,
protection.
Oh, hold on. Accidentally clicked.
Shall we be on our way then?
That was his
Oh,
voice,
there
right?
it is.
Is that Waspinator with
Waspinator terrorize!
Antecedent shall be secure. Like,
God.
uh-oh. Wait, what? He just walked up and nodded at us and walked away.
Oh man, the cutscene where we watch people walk away.
Now we're on the road to
And now we go
cerulean
to
processing.
cerulean processing.
Would you say that man has the blessing of protection?
Oh, go away.
Comes in a little wrapper.
Oh, where'd you guys head out to?
Cerulean processing. Yeah, cerulean processing plant.
Yeah, I gotta hop on my bike.
Clicky.
You all want to hop in my
clicky,
carriage?
Clicky, clicky.
It's literally like
clicky.
I don't know, 30 feet from the teleport, so it's probably fine.
Ba-boom. No, I just remembered that I had this really embarrassing burping incident during a raid where
What?
I just burped really loud, but we're on push to talk, so I was like, whatever. And then everyone reacted to it, and I was like, who is that? And I just sat there silently, like not owning it, and not knowing and not understanding how they heard me. Because I had set my push to talk to Tilda, so I was like, how the fuck did they hear that? I'm on push to talk. What? So it sounds like I just like pushed push to talk just to loudly burp in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the session.
So ridiculous.
I only eventually realized that it's because I have so many new hotkeys on my character that I mapped some of the buttons to like T and G and H and stuff like that. And T was my old push to talk hotkey. I realized that because I kept having to do like toggle talking and stuff like that for Overwatch via the like custom hotkeys menu.
Yeah.
I had set my tilde to my push to talk hotkey there, completely forgetting that there is an actual dedicated push-to-talk hotkey location in the push-to-talk settings. So both tilde and T were push-to-talk. So I happened to I happened to burp like exactly when I was pressing like adrenaline rush, and so it perfectly went through. And I was like, what is this witchcraft? Have they been hearing everything? I like sing to myself and stuff because I'm like alone, like because I'm just kind of bored.
So you're the kind of guy who not only sings alone in the shower, but also when he's just doing miscellaneous things and bored out of his mind.
Yeah, all the time. I especially sing in the car because then definitely no one can hear me. I'll be yelling.
Well, yeah, but then you're usually singing to something rather than just, you know.
I don't have to be. Sometimes I'm listening to a podcast, but a song gets stuck in my head, and I'm just singing that song over the podcast.
That seems counterintuitive.
Stuff gets stuck in your head. It's what humans do. This is normal.
Haha. Human things.
Yes, we know. Go recharge already.
But as long as Nick or Marty never watch this episode, no one will ever know.
I mean, or unless somebody tells them. As you have several viewers who probably can just, I don't know, say something in the Discord.
I think they genuinely don't know how to contact Marty to begin with.
I don't think anybody
Will
knows
Rid the
how to
big-witted
contact
dog.
Marty. Anyway, talk to Doodle.
Okay. Commander Levalier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can't handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amaja.
Okay, so we have bumped into this person before.
I think
but
so.
Returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Rabon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Pan. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Still don't remember who you are.
Yeah. Apparently we met them during the Amalja incident, so...
Shit, where'd you guys go? Oh, you moved like 10 feet.
We're gone.
The missile, like the random teleports like 15 feet is always weird. It gets even weirder when you're, you know, teleported to an entirely different area and then you are completely disoriented and no idea where to go.
Private, my soldiers tell tales of the deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times. Who are you? But I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. And for some reason, it's your job to deal with this. No delegation. We are
well, you're private, so
we're all Kirk, no Picard.
I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less, and you're, of course, the best qualified person for dealing with this. By my orders, the Flame stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news of the latest developments of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid.
Also, has nobody ever thought that having someone from the Immortal Flames handling explosives is a bad idea?
We do mostly blow everything up. We've been keeping close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem that the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They decided to take to the field and meet this assault head-on. I have appraised your fellow scions in the situation, and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alain, and lead to your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Blah, blah, blah,
it feels weird talking to this guy when he's addressing you as a private, and meanwhile it's like, "Hi, Lieutenant." It's like, "Oh, okay, sure." And now talk to the dude that's like 15 feet away again.
Hey, you're getting your cardio at least.
No, I flew here.
I flew over here.
Y'all
Fuck
some
that.
crazy
That's carried by a
motherfuckers.
gorilla. Probably Andrew again.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Glad to have you with us, hero. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force of from Castrum Meridium. The main column assembles to the north of Dalamud's talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west.
Oh
my
man,
God,
it's an
all the
entire
fucking
cutscene
characters
of
like
Andrew.
fucking goddamn voice.
An
Alright.
entire cutscene of Andrew talking to himself. This is great.
It's a trap.
They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilbed. What is that salute? Okay. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with the aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Uldar, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye. 'Twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans.
That was me. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire.
Meanwhile, there are tons of, immortal flames around.
If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hanging out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhas. His scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Okay, bye-bye.
They were also here.
And now we go to Yuyuhase, which is all the way over
like
here.
10
Another
feet over
30
here.
feet. Jaunt.
Oop, that's the final quote of Bahamut portal. Whoops.
Yeah, don't go in there.
That look like
You don't
usually
wanna
when I see
re-experience that, trust me.
that thing, it's the objective.
And to think, there's an even harder version of that fight.
Nope. No, it's not. Delete from game history. Is that Rapidash?
Yeah, probably.
A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion.
Kill them.
Off we go.
Mount Roulette.
Is it
You were
nearby?
asking about Rapidash?
It is. That one is a
it's
unicorn,
the-
but it's not that close.
This is Rapidash.
Oh yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Except red, yeah. That is too many flame horses.
Let me bring out my ice horse.
Let's see.
Okay, so we are going to
Oh,
defeat
it's right
the
o-
Imperial
it's right
Squad,
over
which
here.
is all the way off in the corner over here. Don't mind me, I'm just going to sit.
It was so
whilst
small I
fly.
couldn't find it on the map.
Up
Who
over
knows?
here.
Maybe we'll be able to fight
Oh,
them.
it's real
Oh, we do!
This thing again.
That was startling.
But it's still very low level, so fuck it. Can't even do my finishers.
Two above him.
Boom, boom, boom.
V, whatever, whatchamacallit. The other viewer.
Well, that was hard.
Oh, right.
What?
There's a whole mechanic that I've had for so long but haven't been able to use that I've forgotten how to use it.
Which is?
There's a sword meter that fills up over time when I do certain
Oh,
things.
yeah, you haven't
and
been using
one of these buttons
yeah.
somewhere activates it, but I forgot which one.
Oh, that's your positionals. You have to do positions.
No,
to
it's
get
not a.
points
It's not
for
a.
rat.
The existing one's just a damage
No,
buff,
the
so it's incredibly boring, and that's the only one
blade
so
gauge.
far. But every time we do anything, it de-levels me again, so I can't use it. So I've still never used it after like months of having it.
Well, to be fair, every dungeon and instance is going to be level 50 until they get in Heavensward, so you're not going to be able to use it much unless we're on the overworld.
But the fights don't last long enough here. Hooray!
Our goal is to get out of ARR for once and for all.
You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the Fourth, and let Lieutenant Alian know that the West is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein.
Now I go slightly over there again.
You know, I just realized I should start pronouncing it the Canadian way instead of the American way.
Sorry?
No, lieutenant. Because up here in Canada, it's pronounced lieutenant.
Are you
That's
Scottish?
That's a different spelt word.
Don't look at me. That's
aluminium.
Yeah, it's lieutenant here, and I think in the UK it's the same as well. I want to say.
Private, what news of the Garleans? They're a raiding party to know more than. Excellent. You defeated like 3 units after 10 minutes of exposition. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear the planet is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for a word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to their duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe. It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sword such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if I could check in on her before you continue on your way.
So here we go. And that is where? Moonbrita is... Oh yeah, just over here.
Shoot, my God, we have so many more quests to do. Wow.
It's a long game, and all of it's essential to the narrative. Oh, die.
Well, what if it wasn't the narrative? Also, oh my god, that T-Rex flying looks terrifying.
Oh, the flying theory, yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Stop flying your damn T-Rexes around.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Do-do-do.
Sneaky T-Rex behind Andrew.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't get how T-Rexes fly?
Magic.
Aetherite. Or Aether power.
An entire organization
I guess.
of identical looking people is not going to help my memory.
What, you mean you don't remember all the names
full
of
body
the Organization 13?
A full body robe with a fucking mask. You know, the people in Organization 13 look like a bunch of unique anime characters.
Only when they take their hoods off.
Like that one that was the guy from Bleach, Rukia's child friend.
What is that supposed to mean? There's
The
a lot of Bleach characters that look like Organization 13 members.
No, Rukia's childhood friend is in Organization 13. Don't remember?
Oh.
I feel like I haven't gotten to that point in Bleach. Then again,
He's
What?
He's
It's
in
like
the
the
first.
beginning.
He's like the first arc.
No,
Yeah, the
the
Soul Side
Organization
arc.
13 reference, I don't recall.
No, Organization 13's from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
it's
that's why I
another
recognize it.
Square Enix property with a bunch of
Got
people
it.
in black robes that are an evil organization. I'm like, cool, but then they all take their hoods off and they're a bunch of original character do not steals. I need them to get to that phase where they all look like that guy with the gem in his forehead that wore like red dragon armor, because at least then you can remember them. Not their names, but I'll remember them.
Nero. I can't remember his full name. Nero something or other.
Moonbrita is here, and she's saying you're here. I think that was Andrew.
Yeah, it was.
He's dead.
What?
Again, you're up, dude.
It's a voiced cutscene.
No, no, it's not.
What? What? Why am I in a cutscene?
Are you not in the Rising Stones with us?
I am.
Did you just skip past her saying you're here?
I might have.
Yeah, he's just past this already. All right. Well.
Okay.
You're here. Wow, he skipped a lot of dialogue. I guess I'll just mute. Master Lersois' staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. He just mashed through that cutscene, I guess. He's good at the co-op thing.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
But you've been here multiple times. Oh, that was the white-robed guys, which is different for some reason, probably. I guess.
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
You're gonna give me a rule and immediately introduce several exceptions to it, okay.
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Thanks for the help, me.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
The Chrysalis now available. New dungeon again? They're coming at us rapid fire. Bloop. Alright, now we're all back on the same page.
This is an 8-man, by the way.
Oh.
Yep.
Should we go to the jointed column? Voice chat.
There are enough people available?
We have Kana, we have Emerald, we have Dreyfus, we've got us four. So technically we're only missing one. So
Yeah, and we can always random fill that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's like, please
Swapping
go
over.
in after them. Oh my god. And then I just walk out the front door and leave. See you, Moonbrita. Enjoy dying on the floor or whatever.
Kana's probably not gonna join.
Kana's right there.
No, I mean in voice chat.
Oh, right.
Is it Tani Dura? What's our tank setup? Yeah.
okay.
I might have another tank for us.
Well, I can always tank as well.
Same.
I can tank. Emerald can tank.
Yeah, I can
I can
tank.
heal. I can do any role. So
I think
whatever's
Zatani is the person who's been kind of around the stream the whole time. The one that's the Wanderer, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
think-
is.
Okay, I can invite them as well. So we'll have.
Yeah, they're
a full
right
eight.
out front of. Well, they're in the bar.
Oh, in Revenant's Stool.
Yeah, right in
Okay,
front of a door
yeah,
into what to call it.
Head out here real quick, and I'll send them an invite. Artemis, one in the chicken suit. Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right, there's our full 8-man. 2 healers, 4 DPS, 2 tanks.
Nice.
And it is the Chrysalis.
Keith,
There's no-
quick
I
question.
think nobody's
do you
here.
have limit break available on your bar? Oh wait, yes you do. I know you do. Never mind.
Yeah.
I
We
think
will
we
save.
got that sorted out.
Yeah, we'll save LB3 for when we get. You know, we'll go into it when the fight comes when it comes up in the fight.
Nobody was in the guild hall.
Oh. Yeah, of course. Your hot mic in there, Dreyfus, a bit.
Oh yeah, hold on.
All right. There's a
I
bit
don't
of a cutscene,
remember
so
much of this. Oh, quiet.
there's probably gonna be some dialogue. Or not, I guess.
I mean, we did just do a cutscene, I guess. Guy introduces his name, tells his evil plan. I guess now we kill him. Pretty to the point.
Yeah.
I don't remember how this works. It's been
This is
a
the
long
place
I
used
hate
to
this
thumbnail.
fight. I hate this fight
Unknowingly.
so
Very creepy with Minfilia.
much. Yeah. All right. Everybody ready?
Go, go, go.
Sure. Yep.
Do it.
Tuxes and tennies, man.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, so I probably.
Yeah, it's not. The first phase is self-explanatory.
Remember us all. Sounds about right. Well, actually, I'm healer, so press buttons heal then do damage.
Teleport number 1. Alright, so you're going to alternate red and greenish, bluish orbs to
Oh god, it's this.
toggle the physical and magic vulnerability.
I got a
Try
red, so
not
I need
hit-
a black.
If you hit too many of the same kind, you will eventually die. So don't do that.
How do you wait? How do I know which one I'm supposed to hit?
Yeah, I have no
So
idea what he
the
meant by that.
bluish ones are physical, the reddish ones are magic.
And why do you use them?
You don't want them to get to the center.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If they do, it does raid wide damage.
You just have to do red, black, otherwise if you do red, you dead. Or black, black, you die.
Or if you have too many
Gotcha.
stacks, this blast will kill you as well.
Ouch.
Well, I didn't do anything. What a weakling.
Most of us are over geared.
Pathetic.
My sword is gone again. One day I'll use that mechanic.
You one day will have access to it. Eventually.
On a timeline far away. Aw, Thayer's not here, so I can't playfully pull him around.
You can't misuse rescue. I'm sorry. I mean, you could, but... Question is
Thinking Emerald. It's nice and far away. Well, it feels wrong to put a carbuncle on a leash.
Oh, ran into that.
Oh, fuck. Here, have a
Wait.
penny.
I love that chicken outfit.
That's the Easter event. Yeah.
Oh, but I can't wear the hat, can I?
No.
No, you can.
Oh, fucking damn it.
The price you
Oh
pay
wait,
for
oh
rabbit
right, I
ears.
forgot the Vieira.
You should have just
I
stayed a
forgot about
Rogadin
that.
forever.
You mean a Rothgar?
Yeah.
I think I just did black.
No, he was a Rogadin.
Yeah, my main
When
was a
he
rogue.
played
Oh
Rothgar
right,
didn't exist.
yes. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm gonna take a second red one. Ow.
take
Kiana, no!
the same.
Get up!
I just forgot what color I did last.
That was gonna hurt. That was gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
Oh, no, we're off. Never mind. I'm fine.
Heal Kana. I need the other healer.
I'm in a ward, so you don't have to heal as many people.
Alright, we're good.
I am now.
When Carbuncle is the captain.
I am the tank. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, you stole aggro from...
Wait, how do I get it now?
You're healing. AoE generates a lot of aggro, man.
I was attacking, not healing. Now I'm healing.
Regen?
I think they may have dropped next game by mistake.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Here's the second phase of the fight. This one we're probably gonna have to explain.
I would recommend popping sprint before you go in.
I should probably pop that now.
Yeah, Keith is gonna have to LB the ethereal tear when it appears. Everybody else is gonna focus on
What does
running
LB
underneath
mean?
these
Oh, limit
meteors
break.
and absorbing damage.
No, only tanks
Oh,
and
yeah.
healers get those.
The
Everyone
ethereal
else is gonna
tear.
take too much damage from it.
I got the other one.
So they're soaking
Everyone
the
else just
meteor.
DPS the tear. Keith, do the
So I limit break this.
Limit break. Yeah.
I'm not gonna survive that.
There we go.
It's gone.
Everybody gets sucked in. Alright, we're good.
I'm dead. Oh, why is everyone standing on me?
I believe the damage is split, however, with whoever stands underneath it. I don't think it's specifically split. Oh, either way, it's fine. Artemis can stay dead for now. It's fine. And we're done.
Da da da
Right.
da da da.
Cutscene.
Keith's armor looks good.
Yeah, the reason you pop sprint before going into the rift in the center is when you enter the rift, it multiplies the duration of all of your buffs and debuffs by 10.
Cutscene.
Man, I'm surprised there's no dialogue yet. There probably will be at some point soon-ish.
It's the armor you guys all worked for.
Okay, off to the exit for the cutscene.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No. Cannot. No.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free. Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis, I understand now. The choice you made in death. There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
It should have been you.
It really should.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered, and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Yes, thank you, motorcycles. think everyone's done.
I'm done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're talking to Minfilia.
All right. Now.
Oh. It's a cutscene.
It's not voiced, so.
And go.
Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlene Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing.
That was a short and unnecessary cutscene.
Well, you have to have a turn in, because I don't think the quest can be turned in by a cutscene.
Yeah, fair enough.
As Moonbreeda was a native of Charlian, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found at Rethfrost, and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal.
Oh, hey, isn't that the deity thing that I also chose? Hey, it is. Thaliak the Scholar. Haha. Now I leave the Rising Stones.
Well, that's a bummer. It's like monkey paw curls. Like, it's like, oh, hey, finally a character with a personality. Maybe this is a sign of good things to come. And she's dead.
Dies. Yeah.
Well, it was like a protagonist and antagonist character that existed just for the purpose of establishing that we can kill Ascians now.
Honestly, thank goodness, because otherwise I would have went this entire game assuming that we could never do it and would have just given up and not completed the main story.
You mean like we did for several weeks?
Yeah.
Bahamut?
Exactly.
The Mark of the Scholar at Rathfrost.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I don't know, it just seems... I'm still not too sure how her throwing her dumb bod into the beam was enough to fix the problem. Like, how much...
I guess she added
how much
herself
aether did
to
her,
the aether or something?
Yeah, how much aether does her body have? That's a lot of aether.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
We're dealing
when you
exclusively
consider-
with unquantified powers, so anything could work if you just say it did.
Yeah, like I feel like we probably have a lot of other people we could have sacrificed instead of her in that literal building.
Well, not
Like,
only the fact that the
We're now
staff also
establishing a
supposedly-
horrifying plot point, which is that you sacrifice people when you need a lot of aether.
Yeah. We also have,
fine.
the staff that can manipulate the natural aether around us. Like, we're surrounded by aether in this place. Like, why? I don't, whatever.
Eh.
Oh, hey,
Cutscene.
it's the dragon that fucked us. You're the reason she's dead.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
You and your stock sound ass dragon.
I'm
What
glad
is
no one else noticed him, I guess.
Is that supposed to be a wolf? What is wrong with wolves in this game? Have they seen a dog before?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with them? They're so horrifying and they have pointy heads for some reason. That's not better. I worry about what the dogs look like. I assume that nobody that worked on this game owns a dog. So it's like Renaissance painters trying to paint dogs and they get those like horrifying looking ones. Okay, that's pretty close. That's Okami though. I would like it better without the really excessive effect around it. It's too much. Okay, the tiger stripes are silly. I can see you've been playing a lot.
But has he played enough to get all the mounts?
Okay, now he's just pressing all the buttons.
You're currently muted, Effie, by the way.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've been talking this whole time. Hooray. Yeah, no, I've got 46 mounts out of the... Don't know how many. Don't know the boss.
So, Alphino couldn't bother to show up, huh? I see how it is.
Yeah, no, apparently.
What a
Like,
big
oh no,
ol'
there's an
asshole.
emergency thing that's been sounded, but nope, Alpha don't show up. There we go. 46 out of 198 mounts at this point. Oof.
That's a surprisingly small number of mounts.
Well, that also, I assume that excludes like the ones from the shop and the ones that you can't obtain anymore, like, you know, the Gobu, for example, which you could only get if you played 1.0.
I'm back
And a
at Minfilia.
PvE trophy and the PvP trophies.
Yeah, the ones for seasons that have already passed. Anywho. Back to talk. I gotta voice Minfilia again, probably. Blah. Blah. Yep. Let me know when you're all here.
Yep.
Yep.
Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, it 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, hero? Complete the quest. And cutscene. Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. What? Why? But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, hero. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, toward the light of a new day. Add more dialogue for me to read. Hooray.
You are free, company leveled up.
Wow.
Have you a moment, hero? I believe Ida wishes a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbreeda's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast, because everybody somehow falls into a fit of depression and immediately starts acting weird 30 seconds after someone dies.
I mean, hopefully. Be a little weird not to.
I mean, yeah,
Anyway,
but at the same
that's
time...
enough. Let's go get a rabbit costume. Or chicken costume? I forgot.
Chicken
What was it?
costume.
It's a chicken costume.
Let's go get a chicken.
You
Is it
wanna
an
go do
old
that?
doll?
To
Can we
old
go-
doll.
Is that where we go?
You're a year too late for the rabbit costume.
I mean, you
Well.
say that, but Andrew's a walking rabbit costume, so...
I mean, you can always buy it from the store.
Probably.
Also, that ends 2.5, and the next quest is 2.55.
Oh man,
That was really.
we're
I was
finally
really, I
moving
was
up
really
the world,
expecting
guys.
6.
We got another.
Anyone know where the
hold
quest
on.
is?
Oh wait, no, it's in Gridania, isn't it? Yeah, it's in Gridania, I think. Also, hooray! We have another 30 some odd quests, or 16 rather, until we're done. lots of things. Yeah, so it's in
One
Gridania.
day.
I could have sworn it was in major cities, but no, it's specifically in Gridania.
This one is specifically in New Gridania, or
Yep.
Old Gridania.
Right outside of the
at
amphitheater.
Whoa.
At the amphitheater, yeah.
Wild Rose set. So many cosmetics.
This way. Where is Zakuf?
Where are we going?
Gridania.
Gridania.
Where am I going from there?
You'll take the Aetherite.
The amphitheater.
Yeah. So hopefully you unlock the shard. I'm assuming you unlock the shard. Well, there we go. Hopefully. Yep, you did. Okay. And then all the way onto stage.
It's
Talk to
very
Zadoodle.
shiny. Jihi Alip. That's a lot of name.
Yeah.
Come one, come all, for the season of hatching tide is here once more. I am Gigi Alepo, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance on this most blessed occasion. Don't tell me you're an adventurer, yes? Well, you certainly have an inquisitive nature of one at any rate. May I ask your name? That's a stupid name. Well, I should probably mention that the hatching tide all began with a vision I had before the 7th Umbral Calamity, in which the 12 Archons delivered unto me a message. From atop their giant decorated eggs, they called to me, "Arise, young dreamer, and make ready the vessels of our return." When I awoke, I quickly set about filling the realm with all manner of painted ovoids, and thus did this joyous yearly celebration come to be. I must say the prophetic dream I had this year was even more fantastical than usual. I was assailed with images of rabbits and chickens who worked together, paw and claw, to construct a wondrous backdrop to our festival. Always before when we made efforts to recreate our visions, the fates rewarded us with some special occurrence. And already it has begun. No sooner had I donned my bunny costume than a chicken-suited poultry farmer arrived in town with a flock of feathery charges and offered to lend his assistance just as I foresaw. There has, however, been one tiny bump in the road. You don't happen to have a few moments to spare, do you?
I'm always up for an expedition.
Puns. The developers love them.
Everyone does, except you people. Something's wrong with you.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I like puns when they're actually good puns.
You just like puns when they're your name. Oh, it's just a
No.
simple
Puns.
errand, really. I promise not to take too much of your time.
It's just that my good friend Nonota went to collect eggs from the poultry farmer, and well, she should have returned by now. I'm certain it's nothing serious, but I would be ever so grateful if you could pay a visit to the Great Loam Growery and see what's keeping her.
Oh, I can't fly here.
Can't
Oh,
spell
right, 'cause we're in
punishment
Gridania.
without pun.
Yeah. That's also a pun.
Also, while I'm thinking about it. While I'm here. There we go.
You did it. Let's see.
So we gotta survey
Survey
the
the
designated area. But Botanist Guild.
Oh,
Yep.
right. That's in the town, so I can't just teleport there. Via my clicking.
Yep.
Gotta go talk to the doodle. He's down here.
That was destination right here.
Wait, it was what
back.
guild?
Never
Right
done
here,
this yet. Oh,
survey.
right here. Back here.
I didn't
Survey
have that
the
one.
land.
Time to run all the way there.
This is truly exasperating. Oh, you're not here, Keith. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I have to run.
You didn't get all the freaking aetherite shard?
Well, you just run west from the amphitheater.
I'm right here.
Oh, hi.
I'm getting it.
How did you not already have these?
I only have 4
Because
of them
he
total
didn't do
in
he
this
didn't
area.
do the thing that we all told him to do, which is
We
get
never
all the
come
Aethernet shards.
This place doesn't matter, apparently.
I mean, not for your specific class now.
Okay. If you're in search of Nonota, well, congratulations, you found me. So, who are you, and what might I do for you? Jilly was worried, you say? Right, I should probably explain. But before we delve into that, I should introduce you to Master Polwyn. Greetings. Yes, I am responsible for the little darlings. We heard word of this delightfully eccentric festival taking place in Gridania and simply had to be a part of it. By little darlings, he means the chickens, and they seem to be a touch out of sorts at the moment. The idea was to have them on hand to lay fresh eggs for us, and I've been trying to help stew the whole barn full of ruffled feathers. But even wearing the costume didn't stop me from being battered by charging chickens or spattered with fresh droppings. Honestly, I'm not sure what was injured more, my body or my pride. The poor dears are simply not used to travel. Please don't think less of them if they act a bit rambunctious. A bark. What? Get the hell back into a coop. Oh, gods!
Crush him.
My precious sweetlings, no. Hero, if you planned on being heroic today, now is the time.
Just kick it full force.
Omae wa shinderu.
That's a new face. I haven't seen that one.
Nani? As you stare into the eyes of the feathered fiend, you feel a brief connection being made. Hand over the fancy feed, and I'll give you the eggs you need. Thus spake. Thus spake? What is spake? I've never heard the word
Spoke
spake
in the
before.
past tense for annoying people.
Middle English, man, it's weird.
Thus spanked those black soulless eyes. At least you think that's what they said. This music doesn't seem fitting.
You don't think they should be dramatic about a psychic linking with the the ransom demands of a chicken?
Nah. You think the little darlings want their fancy feed? Well, I do have a special mix I developed with the help of a professional Bismarck culinarian for extra special occasions, and I suppose this qualifies. It's dreadfully expensive, even in small amounts, but how could I withhold a treat from my beloved beauties? I think we have enough fancy feed for everyone. Come, Nonota, the ladies await their feast.
Right, hatching tide must go on.
We go in there and they've summoned an icon. A chicken icon.
Giant fucking chicken. Oh god, what are they doing to them?
That is a question you probably don't want the.
Now, my little darlings. You needn't be so, ow, such a feisty welcome. If we could just, ow, not the fingers.
Please, we're just trying to. Oh no, the feed's gone everywhere.
They're chickens. They'll eat it off the ground. Just chuck it at them. It's fine. Phew. That seemed to cheer them up immensely. I suspect we'll have some eggs to collect in rather short order.
Cheer them up? They've worked themselves into an absolute frenzy.
Oh, fuck. Perhaps our adventurous friend here would like to try her hand at egg collecting? I'll even give you one of my spare work suits to wear.
What a wonderful opportunity for you. Sort out your gear, say your prayers, and we can have you filling a basket with eggs in no time. Just say the word.
Complete. Can I even wear the helmet? Or am I gonna look like a dumbass wearing a chicken outfit?
It's only
Or have
one
your
way
ears
to
sticking out
find
the
out.
Where is
Was it just already in here? Let's see.
Either got sent to your armory or sent to your inventory.
It most likely got sent to your armory chest.
Oh, placed in my armory chest.
Yeah, Victor. Armory.
Chicky. Chicky.
You look ridiculous with just a chicken head, Keith.
Oh,
Hey!
I can wear it. Thank God.
It just deletes your ears.
So then they
This
can
dance.
they can do it.
As a chicken, this dance is incredible. Jesus Christ.
This is stupid.
I love it. This is great.
So, did you guys get brought to the?
No, it's an optional quest, I think.
Yeah, I'd recommend you do it though.
Oh, why? They already got the chicken outfit. What more is there?
So, they might as well do the rest of it.
What's the point of the eggs? What do you do with the eggs?
You collect them.
I've had a race
Really?
change. I have now
That's
had a
your
race
chicken
change.
color?
Wait, you can dye the chicken outfit?
Yeah, I was gonna go black and be like the evil chicken for RuneScape.
Wait a second. I think I can. Can I dye this gold?
Yes you can, but I would do it through your glamour chest, so it's not permanently colored that.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
would
not gonna
also
dye it here.
I would also recommend using the metallic brass dye so that it has a good sheen to it.
Use the
Wait,
fancy dye.
well, how's that chicken doing that Russian dance? I forget what it's called. Where he's like crouched down, kicking out the legs.
Pink
I don't
chicky.
know. Ask him.
What dance is that?
The
lolly hop.
Well then.
Oh,
It's from the crafting dwarf quests in Shadowbringers.
Oh, I need that.
Oh my god, the gold dye on this chicken looks amazing.
Is it the metallic one or just?
Yeah, metallic. It looks fantastic. He's just like a golden hen. I
It's
love
a mini
it.
black chicken.
Where is the? Oh, you can get the gunmetal black dyed chicken. That'd be a good one too.
That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing because it just kind of fits my whole aesthetic of me.
I'd probably just go. You're missing your pants there, Keith.
trying to
There
find
you
all
go.
the
I
pieces.
honestly was hoping that you wouldn't mention anything.
I'm trying to
If
find
you
all the
need
wild
gunmetal-
rose pieces.
If you need any of the gunmetal dyes or anything like that, I can get them from Skybuilder script.
Yeah, gunmetal black would be great.
'Cause I got the wild rose set in the mail. So I was trying to put that.
Is that the
I can't,
buy
I
one?
cannot wear the bandana.
Thought
So-
Wild Rose was buyable.
It
It's
just
a
it was
subscription reward
It was a
one.
thank you for playing.
Haven't gotten that yet. What the hell?
I could use better lighting for this. It's hard to see.
Yeah, we could always head back home and go
But
inside.
hey, an actually new armor appearance that isn't. Well, actually, it might just be another Final Fantasy character. I don't fucking know. But
Oh, yeah, we can just go to
but
the
it's
house.
not another
Forgot
like
about that.
Cloud or Tifa costume.
Yeah, there's some really nice gear later on that I think you'll like. That's very similar to this. Although I think it's a PvP.
Now I
reward
look like
only.
a Fire Emblem character.
You really do.
I didn't get that armor. I don't know why. Did
I will
miss it?
spend tomorrow collecting Skybuilder scripts so I can get dyes from those for you, Effie.
Awesome.
To the board table with all.
Yeah, this is a decent set. The horn is weird. The weird only one shoulder horn.
I mean, that. Yeah, that is a little weird. that it's
I would
not
just like the
like-
the threat of randomly destroying somebody's
Although
eye.
then again, you also have a larger pauldron on, or not pauldron rather, the larger gauntlet on the left instead of the right, as well.
They don't like symmetry at Square Enix, do they?
Well, I'm wondering
They
if there's
refuse
some
it at all chances.
historical significance for that. Like, you know, how most people are right-handed, so maybe it's to do with offensive.
Oh, this
using
is
your
apparently
armor
the Final
offensively.
Fantasy II character. Which
Man.
one, though? Which Final Fantasy II?
I don't know.
That's the early games
all
where
of
the,
them.
where the names are a nightmare. Because the numbers are all mixed up.
I mean, it's also funny that they just kept calling them Final Fantasy. It's like, we're making
mean-
one last game. I hope it works out. Uh-oh, we're stuck now.
At that point, you don't want to jinx it.
I really hope that one day there is a Final Fantasy.
I don't think you can dye them.
Dye that gear that you're wearing?
Yeah.
Well, it
Are you
should
sure?
say whether or not you can dye it. Yeah, I don't think it's dyeable based on what I'm seeing.
What?
So I don't see an option come up.
Yeah, because if you right-click try on, and then you right-click it again, you should see enable dye preview. So yeah, no, it's not.
No. That's just what it looked like.
Well,
Well, that's an interesting look there for you, Andrew.
right? It's great. I love it. Wait, why are we going to plants?
The
inside
chicken
if
knight
there's
has
one here?
arrived.
They're for stuff that we can.
It looks a little too good with this armor. Ah, it clips in the back so hard.
It always clips,
Damn
Keith.
it.
It always clips. Everything,
Everything
clips.
What is this, Monster Hunter?
Hey, you get back up on my shoulder. Get back here.
Monster Hunter, they just gave you such bulky armor and such bulky weapons that they just gave up on clipping as a concept. Everything is colliding through everything at all times. Just when you're holding it in like a normal stance, even.
Like, yeah, because technically your tail is clipping through your armor.
Yeah, it
Yep.
just usually there's just sets where it looks okay and sets where it looks horrible, but it's always just clipping. It always just sprouts out somewhere. And you hope it doesn't look too weird. You got one of your only helms ever.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, one of the very few things that he can wear.
Yep.
And it
You're-
looks
now you get-
absolutely ridiculous.
Now you can get really pretentious about your pride you take in your egg laying.
You can wear masks like.
Hey, wait a
face
minute.
covers.
Now that I think about it, Andrew, does this mean you can lay Cadbury cream eggs?
What does
Probably.
that even mean?
Because I'm a rabbit.
I forgot I had this fucking ridiculous visor.
That ridiculous visor.
It looks like a toy.
I mean, if you think that's bad, hold on. Let me real quick get the. There we go.
They try to give me face masks like this, but they float like several inches in front of my face, so they don't work at all.
It's resting on the bridge of your nose or something. I don't know.
Like if you look at me from the side, if you look at me from the side, look how far ahead of my face this mask floats.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God,
really distracting.
It's basically glued to your eyebrows and the bridge of your nose.
No, if you zoom in really close, it doesn't touch a single part of his face.
No. It's like every weapon in an MMO.
Oh yeah, there is no contact.
Let's see, do I have anything else I can even wear in my inventory? Pretty much just goggles. The goggles, all the goggles and other stuff always looks really iffy too. They're really afraid of letting them get close to my face.
Well, those are a lot closer of another thing.
I mean, it is actually touching your face to some degree now.
I think this is a glamour I'm most proud of at the moment. I just think.
Yeah, your blue mage glamour.
Which one of these is glamored into my eye patch? The glasses usually look okay.
Didn't you want a pirate glamour at some point, Keith?
There was a cool coat in the store, but it always clips through my hair, no matter which version of my hair I have.
Oh, I need to buy more.
Which one of these items? Oh, okay, that's the item that's logged into my eye patch. My eye patch usually looks good, but sometimes the cutscenes zoom in too much to reveal that my eye patch is like a weird brick that clips through my face, because they made it not float by your face by making it like penetrate into your skull.
So you're talking like something like this, but for, well, obviously a guy.
Yeah,
like
there's a big like popped collar green like big pirate coat thing that like no matter which version I wear, the collar clips through my hair.
Have you looked at the market board at all the Sky Pirate stuff?
I think so.
Yeah, all that stuff's level 1, it's just pricey.
Well, I'm gonna pop off.
Yep, it's about time.
Ready. Good night, you two.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yo,
you can
Andrew.
craft the replica Sky Pirate stuff. I can get the materials from the diadem.
Alright, that works. Can I borrow you for like 5 minutes?
Sure.
Oh, General 2?
You doing school stuff?
No,
Yeah.
suspend.
Go ahead and close up your stream. I'll wait over there, man.
All right. Thanks.
Enjoy tech support.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Night.